As we go to our fourth fight now for Power Play 43, and James White with 7 fights, 4 wins, 3 losses at 179 centimetres, 28 years of age here from Victoria. And Ramen Habib, 11 fights, 8 wins, 2 losses, 1 in draw, 2 in KOs. A little bit shorter than James White at 173 centimetres, a few more years of age at 32 here from Victoria. This is your fight number 4 at 65 kilos.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is proudly sponsored by Bob Jane T Marts in Geelong and Fountain Gate. It is 3 3-minute rounds of K1 in a 65 kilogram weight class. Fighting out of the blue corner, James White.
Hey. Huh? Yeah. It's also rich chicken. Hey, niggas move like hoes, I don't get it, bitch, yeah. I'ma put a fucking hole in your fitted, bitch, yeah. On the jet, little Lord, bitch, I'm with it, bitch, yeah. Bad seats, bad heat, fuck with it, ayy. Bitch, I'm on the road, still ain't no time. I just wanna fuck, ayy. Bitch, I am a hoe, ayy. Feds on strong, still keep a pole, ayy. When my niggas catch a dick in your throat, fuck with it, fuck.
And fighting out of the red corner, Ramen Habib.
One, 1, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, be airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. What are you doing? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but choke. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. And babe, you know you're too hard for these cats. I'ma win cause I'm too smart for these cats. While they making up facts, you making up flat.
In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, him and wild wife, he was with him. You heard of us, the murderers, smooth shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. The sun is, they say my killing's too blatant. You hesitating, I'm in your mama crib waiting. Duct taping, your fam, destiny lays in my hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 3-minute rounds in K1 in the 65 kilo weight division. Sponsored by Bob Jane T Marts, Geelong and Fountain Gate. Fighting out of the blue corner, James White. And fighting out of the red corner, Ramen Habib.
At all times. Touch gloves if you wish. Go back to your corners. Good luck. Paul?
Habib versus White here in our 4th fight for Power Play 43. Habib fighting out of the IAP gym. White out of Dominance Muay Thai here, both in Victoria.
Quickly, guys.
As we're about to go into this first round of 3.
It's here for round 1.
All right, here we go. James White. Ramen Habib. Spoke to Ramen backstage, man. He was so pumped for this fight. He said he wasn't going to waste too much time. James was pretty calm and very, didn't say much backstage, didn't really want to allude to much. He took the fight on literally 4 days' notice. Like, he found out, James White found out Tuesday night that he was fighting. So he's taken this fight on short notice, but he's always in training, always in shape. He's got a heavy Muay Thai style, and this is a K1 style fight. So James is, he said he's not going to have trouble with dealing with, the K1 situation. But what it does, in my opinion, when you've come from the Muay Thai side of things, where you're pretty much standing upright in front of your opponent, with the K1 rules, we tend to see a little bit more lateral movement with that one-handed clinch with those kind of flying knees. So But see how James is just sort of standing there? He's probably an easier target. And for Habib, it's a platter, really, because he's really going to be pushing up against the ropes or in the corners, and he's going to do this. This is what he wants to do. He says, I'm just going to bully him against the ropes, and I'm just going to let him have it. He's going to go to his body. He's going to go to his legs. He's going to try and look for the knockout.
Both men with different styles as we go into this first round. Habib with 11 fights, 8 of them wins, only 2 losses, 2 of them from KO. He definitely has a more confident look in him as we go into this. James White, though, not to be considered second class at all, as he's at 7 fights, 4 wins.
Are you kidding? No, James White. Don't underestimate his demeanour.
Absolutely.
Just because don't judge a book by its cover. He's just a very quiet, carries himself very quiet, very composed. But this kid's a beast. This kid's a beast. Look how shredded he is. He's always in training, always ready to go. He was excited about experiencing this new rule set because he's never fought at K1 rules before. So it's going to be, I mean, look at how powerful he is off that front leg. He said, watch out for my rear leg attacks, Chino, as well. There's that rear leg. He says, watch out for it. He's got strong hands. He's tough as nails. Both boys been dropped, by the way. He's rangy for his weight, and he's looking to take advantage of it tonight. It's a little bit similar to the Ali... The Ali fight and the Probert fight we just saw, don't you think?
Ramen Habib able to cut the ring in half and keep James White in that blue corner now. And you're right. Oh, and a great kick there.
He's dropped him twice this round with body kicks.
Yeah, James White definitely coming up with the scoring position here.
And what leg was that? Did you see? Was that a rear leg? Was it a rear leg?
It was a rear leg, just like you said. The Oracle strikes again in Frank.
See, James is happy to stand there and trade with Ramen, but Ramen, man, if he's going to take the fight to him, he's got to be prepared to be nailed on the way in every single time. And here's the thing. One thing that Probert kind of struggled with was to try and land those hard shots with the legs, right? You called it yourself, Chief. But what we're not seeing in this bout is that James White is able to utilise that range.
Fantastic and very equal first round. We saw Ramen Habib came out quite aggressively, but James White was able to break it down to his style. Frank, the Oracle, again, was able to say that rear leg for James White was important, and he was able to get a takedown there and scoring those very important points.
Yeah, at first he was dropped early in the fight, just trying to find his feet. Things happen. Ramen Habib was super aggressive. I mean, how aggressive was he in that first round? Let's just wait for the replay to come up, and we'll break it down.
A fantastic style clash as we go to the replay. And
immediately, Habib was on the inside of his legs. I think James might have come out a little bit slower, and this is indicative of Muay Thai. In Muay Thai, they have a nice rhythm to the start of the fight, and then they build it up to it. And I had a feeling that if he comes out a little bit slow against a guy like Habib, he might have to either wake up or he's going to eat a couple of hard shots. And he kind of woke up straight away and got his measure and got to work.
Yeah, fantastic fight here, number 4 on this 8 card.
Come on, guys.
For Power Play 43.
Okay.
Both men in the corner again, and we might see
back it off the ring. Back
if
it off.
Ramen Habib keeps the same game plan as he's had for the first round, and again, quite aggressive to start off with as he pushes James White right into the corner.
Well, again, folks at home watching this is a lesson. How do you fight? How do you deal with the rangy fighter fighting long, meaning staying on the outside and just peppering you with the longer arms and leg strikes? But what you have to do is you've got to have excellent footwork. You've got to have an excellent chin. You've got to have good defense, excellent body conditioning. You've got to be able to eat 1.5 to get on the inside. You have to be elusive. You have to set traps. You have to bait your partner to come forward and heavy. You have to try and bully him against the ropes maybe, lean on him a little and push off the ropes and pump him with some shots. There's lots of strategies for a shorter fighter, but you know what? You got to be tough. You got to be prepared. You got to be super fit and hungry. And Habib is super hungry. He's come out 2 rounds in a row thirsty.
If you're a young and up-and-coming fighter, you should be taking notes from Frank as he gives us some really good analysis of how Ramen Habib is going to score points in this fight. But James White has been holding his own. He's been standing there. He's been hitting some counter hits.
Don't hook and hold.
Again, Ramen Habib might be the aggressor of the two, but James White has definitely got that style down pat of his game plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, James has really been on the back foot in this round the whole time. See the change in strategy? Bully him against the ropes, keep him there, because if you give a rangy guy room, he's going to tag you every single time. But if you put him in a corner and you take away the distance, now you can move in and start to find the soft spots and start to lay down a foundation and knock the opponent out.
That's exactly what Ramen Habib has done. He's pushed James White right into that blue corner. He's ensuring that ring is cut in half and that he's using the advantage as he unloads some big punches.
Now, Habib's going to get a bit tired. Now, James is going to pick up that leg. He's got to watch out. He's got to keep his hands high because James will come out with a high head kick. He will come out with it. There's a body kick again. Oh, man, Habib is doing a great job in shutting him down.
He's really made that blue corner his own as he unleashes a flurry of punches and he's connected a few.
Habib doing a great job. See, she has just kept him against the ropes, in the corner, against the ropes, flank to flank, pressure, getting James to fight off his back foot, takes advantage. There you go. Look at that aggression. That's just winning the hearts of the judges right now.
Crowd is well behind Ramen Habib here, but James White's definitely still standing and taking it. He's happy to fight the way he needs to fight and hopefully can score some points late in this second round.
Wow, Habib doing a hell of a job. He's just walking him down now, just relying on his hands, really. He's just trying to suffocate James White's ability to extend and then just pound his body and his head with his punches.
We get to the end of round 2 and both men showing an aggressive style, but Ramen Habib able to cut the ring in half. As we go to the replay, Frank, give us your thoughts.
Oh, look, James got that kick off, but at this point, it was very hard to get anything else. I think I counted maybe 4 or 5 kicks he could land because Habib just bullied him into the corner. We see him here, just got him in the corner and started unloading. We're seeing a lot of good work here by James White, but trust me, this round entirely told a bit of a different story. I thought Habib did an excellent job in this round to really cut him off and be aggressive right through this round. Here we go, we see him up in the corner. This is where I thought Habib started to really steal the round. He went to the body, he went to the head. He's just waiting for him to kick and then just come inside and start countering there, Gina.
As the red corner's game plan seems to be working, James White has to come out with something special to get the points here in the third and final round. Ramen Habib's going to feel very confident.
Listen, this is a close fight, Gino. This is a close fight. This is a close fight.
Time. Get this out, guys. Okay.
The ref calling time. Blue corner just needed a quick clean up there as we head back into it. And again, that aggression from Ramen Habib, Frank, is paying off.
Absolutely. Question is he fit enough to keep this up for another 3 minutes? Well, I think he is, but we'll see. But this is the game plan. Can he hold the pressure? You know, pressure does amazing things, man.
Pressure makes diamonds, Frank, is what you're looking for. And again, Ramen's doing a fantastic job of that.
Well, in this case, it can really break fighters. It can break you. And then this is the point where we might see, Habib try and break James White. But James is tough, man. He's tough as nails.
He's really sitting there and he's eating these and he's waiting for his opportunity to counter punch when he can. And he scored some points by doing so.
He's taking some really big gulps of air there too. He's having to fight moving backwards. I think Habib's pressure is starting to break James White right now.
It's been a lot for him to take in these first 2 rounds as we are in our third and final. Only a couple of minutes left now, and again, back into that blue corner. Habib has done a great job of cutting that ring in half, making that space as small as he can.
Yeah, James trainer's waving him on to come forward and be aggressive, but he's kind of just happy to sit there and counter. That tells me he's probably tired. He's eaten a lot of shots. His body's absorbed a lot of punishment during these 2.5 rounds. I mean, look at that. Look at that jab, slip, rip to the body, to the head. This is beautiful hands and legs, beautiful combinations. Habib really starting to get into a rhythm now, G.
Habib putting on a clinic here of kickboxing specialty as he throws some big kicks there to the legs of James White, but he has to come back with something now.
Oh, Habib's really starting to sit on those punches now. He's pushing him away, keeping him at range, trying to find a spot to steal the show. James White still standing there, still looking at him down, throwing legs, hanging in there, hanging tough. I'm sure this has been a great experience for James White. This is what he wanted. He wanted to experience, K1 rules. And wow, what an opponent. Ramen Habib really taking the fight to him all 3 rounds long, G.
We might be looking at the fight of the night contender early on here, as this fight is brought to you by Bob Jane Team March Geelong and Fountain Gate, and Ramen Habib again pushing James right into that blue corner and playing defensively very well.
Big right hand. Habib really getting his range now. Really putting it on him. James very difficult in picking up his legs. He can't really get him higher than the shoulder line. Oh, there's another counter to right hand, right cross. Body shots, knee to the body. James White hanging in there, breathing heavy, mouth open. Both boys throwing down. Habib looking for a finish. Can he close the show? Referee's having a good look. James is kicking back. Habib back in the corner, pulling his way to this. Great performance by Habib. Ramen Habib really taking the fight to James White. Tough as nails, G.
Absolutely, Greg, spot on as we dare the end. And it's called third and final round. The blue corner's happy. The red corner's even happier. Both men have absolutely given it their best.
To the ring to present the trophies.
As you look at the replay of the third and final round, Habib has scored some amazing points, but James White was able to sit there. How do you call it, Frank?
Oh, how tough is James White? Come on, seriously. Habib hit his body continuously, landed some strong punches to the head. James was able to absorb these so much. It's incredible. He fought back every chance he could, but it was more like just countering. He really didn't, in my opinion, I just didn't see that aggression pushing your opponent on his heels. And when you're fighting coming forward, gee, it feels good. And when you're coming forward and you're slamming and you're feeling your hands and your legs landing, it just encourages to want to get that momentum to keep coming forward. And James just didn't stop him enough, in my opinion, coming forward.
Well, James's corner's got to be happy with that. As you said, stepping into K1 for the first time and able to go there with Ramen Habib and stand one-on-one. We're about to get the judge's decision as we go to the centre of the ring.
Centre ring, please. Fighters to centre ring.
Good fight. Good fight.
Thank you.
After 3 rounds of K1 in the 65 kilo weight division, the judges have ruled this unanimous decision. Red corner, Ramen Habib!
I want to get out of here. Here will do.
What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Ramen and James.